What if you could walk into any fast food place and instantly know what to order to stay low carb without pulling out a calculator or second guessing the menu?
Stick around because today we're giving you the ultimate guide to surviving and thriving on keto or carnivore at 12 major restaurant chains using tips straight from our AI coach, Keto Keith.
All right, let me paint the picture using a story of what happened to me. I was at the airport, delayed flight, starving, nothing but fast food around. I was tempted, stressed, and on the verge of just grabbing anything.
We've all been there. You're hungry, you're tired, and you're trying to stay keto, but everything looks like carbs on carbs.
I opened up Keto Keith, typed to Chipotle, and boom, he shot back the perfect custom bowl. I ordered it, ate guilt-free, and felt like I just beat the system.
That's the magic of KetoTrust. It's not about eating perfectly. It's about making better choices that still move you forward. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I had a similar experience. Let me take you back to last year. I was also in an airport, flight delayed, starving. Only food option, a row of fast food chains. I remember standing in front of a pizza place, paralyzed. I'd been keto for months, lost weight, had energy, and didn't want to blow it on one wrong order. That's when I texted Keto Keith. Within seconds, I had a custom meal suggestion. Not only did I eat without guilt, I walked away feeling in control. That was the moment I realized we all need a strategy for these real-life food decisions. And today, you're getting that strategy.
Great. Let's show everyone how to do it. For the first of our 12 major restaurant chains, let's start with the OG, McDonald's. Easiest move? Any burger, no bun, no ketchup. Add bacon, cheese, or egg. Keep it simple. Carnivore? Just go for patties only.
Here's a closer look at what you can order at McDonald's that fits with a low-carb lifestyle, along with details about the cooking oils and sauces used. You can order any burger without the bun and ketchup to reduce carbs. Adding cheese, bacon, or eggs can increase fat content, which is beneficial for keto. If you're carnivore, opt for the patties only. You may consider avoiding cheese if strictly following carnivore protocols, focusing solely on animal products. Most McDonald's sauces, like ketchup and mayonnaise, contain sugars and carbs. For strict keto, mustard or mayonnaise might be acceptable in small amounts, but for carnivores, it's best to avoid all sauces. Grilled chicken can also be a good option, but be cautious of any marinades that might contain sugar or carbs. For breakfast options, eggs, sausage patties, and bacon are good choices. Avoid McGriddles, biscuits, and bagels. In regards to cooking oil, McDonald's uses a blend of canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, and hydrogenated soybean oil for cooking their burger patties. The grilled chicken at McDonald's might be cooked with a small amount of oil to prevent sticking. The oil is likely similar to the blend used for burgers. Eggs and sausage are typically cooked on the grill without additional oil, as they contain natural fats. When dining at McDonald's or similar fast food restaurants, the safest choices for keto and carnivore diets usually involve the simplest ingredients: plain meats and possibly some full-fat dairy if your version of keto allows it. Always inquire or check online for the most current and detailed nutritional information to make the best choices for your dietary needs.
Number 2 on our list is Starbucks, where carbs hide in your drink. The key? Black coffee or a grande latte with heavy cream, no syrup. And if you're hungry, go with the bacon egg bites, which are a solid choice. Just say no to the croissants and muffins.
Starbucks offers a variety of drink and food options, some of which can be adapted to fit keto and carnivore dietary needs. When focusing on these diets at Starbucks, you'll primarily be concerned with minimizing carbs and sugars, particularly from beverages which are often high in these. Here's a guide to navigating Starbucks menu. For coffee or espresso drinks, it's of course best to go black or substitute any of the milk products. Whole, 2% oat, soy, or almond with heavy cream instead. Avoid sugar and opt for sugar-free syrup if needed. For tea, black, green, or herbal are all fine without added sugars. Now here's, as a special bonus for those of you who have stayed with so far, the KetoTrust recommended drink order. For Starbucks, order a grande latte with heavy cream instead of milk. No syrup or add sugar-free syrup, only if you can tolerate and are willing to sacrifice the gut microbiome issues associated with sucralose splenda. Add other artificial sweeteners such as stevia or allulose to taste. In regards to food, for breakfast, try the egg-based items, but ask for no bread or buns. For example, the bacon, egg, and cheese bites. For other times of the day, order the cheese and charcuterie snack plate, avoiding any fruit or crackers that may come with it. If you're carnivore, of course, you can primarily eat the meat or egg portions of any food item. For instance, removing everything but the bacon from a bacon breakfast sandwich. In regards to cooking oils, Starbucks foods are generally pre-prepared and warmed without additional oils in store. However, the preparation process prior to delivery to the store might involve oils, typically canola or vegetable oils, which are commonly used in commercial food preparation. Here are some tips for ordering at Starbucks. Ask for ingredients. Always ask the barista about ingredients if you're unsure, especially with new or seasonal items. Customize. Starbucks is very accommodating about customizing drinks and, to a lesser extent, food. Don't hesitate to ask for modifications. Avoid sugary add-ons. Be vigilant about added sugars found in whipped cream, syrups, and sauces. Opt for sugar-free syrups and skip the whipped cream. Starbucks, while known for its sugary and carb-rich beverages, can still cater to keto and carnivore diets with the proper selections and modifications. Beverages are relatively straightforward to manage, but foods, although limited, can still be made suitable by focusing on simple, high-fat, high-protein, low-carb options.
At Taco Bell, which is number 3 on our list, go with the Power Mini Bowls. Say goodbye to the rice, beans, and corn. Add meat, cheese, sour cream, guac. Carnivores? Just the meat. Ask for light seasoning if possible.
Navigating Taco Bell's menu for keto and carnivore diet adherence requires careful selection, especially since many of the items are high in carbohydrates due to tortillas, shells, and other grain-based ingredients. Here's a breakdown of what you can eat at Taco Bell if you're following keto or carnivore diets, including details on the types of cooking oils and sauces used. You can order beef or chicken items without the taco shells or burrito wraps. Consider asking for these as a bowl with added cheese, sour cream, and guacamole to increase fat intake for keto. If you're carnivore, opt for the meat only. Specify no seasoning if possible, as Taco Bell's meat seasoning contains some carbs and sugars. Taco Bell's seasoned beef and chicken are pre-cooked and reheated at the restaurant without additional cooking oils. However, the initial preparation might involve vegetable oils. The cheese, sour cream, and guacamole are good sources of fat and are acceptable on a keto diet. They can be added to any dish to create a more satisfying meal. The cheese and sour cream are also acceptable for some carnivore diet followers, depending on personal dietary choices. Guacamole, being a plant-based item, is not suitable for a carnivore diet. Some of Taco Bell's sauces may be low in carbs, but you must check their content. Typically, the spicier sauces like Diablo or Fire Sauce contain fewer carbs than the milder options. Here are some tips for ordering at Taco Bell on keto or carnivore diets. Ask for customization. Taco Bell is generally accommodating when it comes to customizing orders. Don't hesitate to ask for your meal to be prepared in a way that fits your dietary needs. Watch out for hidden carbs. Taco Bell's meats are seasoned with a mix that contains some sugars and fillers, which can add hidden carbs. Always ask for details or check nutritional information online. Skip the sides. Most side dishes at Taco Bell are high in carbs, like nachos, potatoes, or chips, and should be avoided on both keto and carnivore diets. While Taco Bell may not be the ideal destination for those strictly following keto or carnivore diets, with careful menu manipulation and specific requests, you can find something to eat that meets your dietary restrictions.
Number 4 on our list is Subway. Here, just go with no bread, no wrap, just protein bowls or stacked meat salads. Add cheese, skip the sauces. For carnivores, meat only, maybe a slice of cheese.
When opting for a keto or carnivore diet at Subway, it's crucial to focus on minimizing carbs, which typically means avoiding bread, wraps, and certain toppings or sauces that contain sugars and carbs. Here's a breakdown of suitable options at Subway, along with the cooking oils and sauces used. For salads and protein bowls, choose any of the protein options like turkey, roast beef, chicken, or tuna, and top your salad with cheese, avocado, and a selection of non-starchy vegetables. Be selective with dressings. If you're carnivore, opt for salads with just meat options, turkey, roast beef, chicken, and possibly cheese. Avoid vegetables and dressings. In regards to cooking oil, Subway does not generally cook meats in oils in store. Most are pre-cooked and served cold or heated without additional oils. For your sauces dressings, opt for full-fat, low-carb options like mayonnaise or oil and vinegar. Avoid sweetened dressings and sauces like honey mustard or teriyaki. Carnivore dieters should skip all dressings and sauces to stay within dietary restrictions. At Subway, don't hesitate to ask the staff about any ingredients if you're unsure, particularly regarding fillers or additives in meats that could affect carb counts. Consider the sodium content and potential additives, which can be high in fast food and pre-prepared ingredients. Subway offers several customizations that make it easier to adhere to keto and carnivore diets. However, vigilance is key, especially with sauces and dressings that can contain hidden sugars and carbs. Always review the nutritional information available either in-store or online to make the best choices for your dietary needs.
At KFC, number 5 on our list, grilled chicken is the move. Peel off the breading if you're in a bind and skip the sides. They're all carb traps, no sauces either.
Navigating a menu at Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, while adhering to keto or carnivore diets requires careful selection, especially given the predominant use of breading and frying oils in many of their popular dishes. Here's a breakdown of what options might fit these diets, along with details about the oils and sauces used in preparation. KFC offers grilled chicken options, which are a good fit for a keto diet because they are lower in carbohydrates than their breaded items. The grilled chicken at KFC does not use additional cooking oils in its preparation, making it a cleaner choice for any low-carb diet. While it's not ideal to order any of their original recipe or extra crispy options due to the breading, in a pinch, you can peel off the skin and breading of the original recipe or extra crispy chicken to reduce carb intake. This isn't perfect, as some starches and sugars will have penetrated the meat, but it lowers the carb count. KFC typically uses a blend of canola and soybean oil for frying its breaded chicken. This is worth noting for low-carb dieters concerned about the type of fats in their diet. For keto, most sides at KFC are high in carbohydrates, e.g. mashed potatoes, biscuits, corn. A possible option could be to have green beans, though they contain some carbs. Of course, if you are carnivore, avoid all sides, as they do not fit the carnivore diet protocol. While KFC may not be the ideal place for those strictly adhering to keto or carnivore diets, there are ways to make it work in a pinch by focusing on grilled items and avoiding breaded products and sauces. If you order any sauces, be sauce savvy. Avoid sauces and dressings, which are typically laden with sugars, defeating the purpose of sticking to keto or carnivore guidelines. Always check the latest nutritional information available from KFC, as recipes and cooking methods can change.
Next, we're covering Burger King and Wendy's together for the 6th and 7th fast food restaurants on our list, since they are so similar. Obviously, like McDonald's, just go bunless. Double the patties, lose the condiments. At Wendy's, get a Baconator, no bun. Add egg if you want to get fancy.
At Burger King and Wendy's, adhering to keto and carnivore diets involves careful selection of menu items, especially avoiding bread, fries, and sugary condiments. Here's how you can navigate the menu with details on the cooking oils and sauces used. Burger King and Wendy's both grill their burger patties, which doesn't require additional oil. However, keep in mind that some cross-contamination with oils used in the kitchen might occur. A grilled chicken sandwich can be ordered without the bun. Be cautious with any marinades or sauces that might contain sugar. The grilled chicken might be prepared with a small amount of vegetable oil to prevent sticking and enhance flavor. If you order a salad, opt for those with greens, meats, and full-fat dressings, avoiding croutons, tortilla strips, and high-carb dressings. For breakfast options, eggs, bacon, and sausage are good options. Avoid bread, biscuits, pancakes, and sugary sauces. The eggs are typically cooked on the griddle, which might be lightly greased with vegetable oil. When dining at Burger King or Wendy's on a keto or carnivore diet, the safest choices usually involve simple, unprocessed foods like plain meats and possibly some full-fat dairy for those on keto. While the options for carnivore dieters are more limited due to the preparation processes involving seasonings and oils, both diets can be accommodated with some careful ordering.
Number 8 and 9 on our list is Pizza Hut and Domino's. The safest bet here are the wings. Make sure you get the traditional kind with no breading and no sweet sauces. Or get a pizza and eat just the meat and cheese off the top. Just toss the crust. It's not glamorous, but it works.
Dining at Pizza Hut or Domino's while adhering to keto or carnivore dietary restrictions requires a strategic approach, especially since the menu is heavily centered around pizzas with carbohydrate-rich crusts. Here's a breakdown of potential keto and carnivore-friendly options at Pizza Hut, including details on the cooking oils and sauces used. Both Pizza Hut and Domino's offer wings that can be ordered in several styles, including traditional, non-breaded, and breaded versions. For keto, opt for traditional wings with low-carb sauces like buffalo or garlic parmesan. Avoid sweet sauces like honey BBQ. Wings at Pizza Hut are typically fried, though the traditional wings do not have a breading. The oil used is generally a vegetable oil blend, suitable for frying, but something to be mindful of for those on strict dietary fats preferences. Wings at Domino's are usually baked, not fried, which may limit the amount of added oils. However, some locations might use minimal amounts of vegetable oil to prevent sticking. If you decide to order a pizza, consider just eating the toppings and discarding the crust. High-fat toppings like pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and extra cheese are good choices. The meats are pre-cooked and typically contain additives and seasonings, which may include sugars and carbs. Pizza sauce and marinara sauce contain carbs from sugars and tomatoes, which are generally avoided on all low-carb diets. Cheese is a great option for keto dieters and can be added to salads or eaten from the toppings of a crustless pizza. Plain cheese also may fit within the carnivore diet if dairy is included in your personal carnivore regimen. Navigating Pizza Hut and Domino's menu while maintaining keto or carnivore diets requires attention to detail and careful selection to avoid carbs and non-animal ingredients. While options are limited, it's possible to maintain these dietary restrictions with proper planning and by choosing the most natural and simple ingredients available on the menu.
Number 10 on our list is a place you probably didn't think you could go to anymore with your new low-carb lifestyle. It's Dunkin' Donuts. Well, you don't have many choices. You can go with the Snackin bacon. If you're keto, the breakfast sandwiches without the bun are decent too. If you get a coffee, preferably make it black. And if you do need to add cream and something sweet, try heavy cream and a healthier sweetener like allulose. Or if it's not available, then try stevia.
At Dunkin' Donuts, finding keto and carnivore-friendly options can be a bit challenging due to the predominance of carb-heavy donuts and bakery items. However, they do offer a few options that can be adapted for these diets, particularly among their breakfast and beverage selections. Here's how you can navigate the menu, including details about cooking oils and sauces. Order any of the breakfast sandwiches without the bread, muffin, croissant, or bagel. You can opt for eggs, cheese, and meats like bacon or sausage. At Dunkin' Donuts, simplicity is key. Stick to simple, uncomplicated ingredients like plain meats and cheese. Watch for hidden carbs. Be cautious of hidden carbs in items that might seem safe. For instance, processed meats like sausage might contain fillers or sugars, while Dunkin' Donuts primarily caters to customers seeking bakery items and sugary drinks. It's possible to adhere to keto and carnivore diets with the limited options available by focusing on simple, low-carb ingredients and avoiding any breads, sweet sauces, or sugary beverages. Always check for the latest nutritional information to ensure compliance with your specific dietary needs.
By the way, if you're loving how easy this sounds, wait till you see what KetoTrust actually does behind the scenes.
Right now, for just $4.99 a month, you get access to Keto Keith, your 24/7 personal AI health coach. But here's the twist. When you join, you also unlock a passive income stream.
Yep, we're talking about our AI-powered affiliate program. No website needed. Just use the product, share your story, and let the AI do the marketing for you.
Earn 50% upfront commissions, 25% lifetime residuals. And if you go elite, you earn tier 2 commissions too. This is your chance to earn smarter while getting healthier.
We'll drop the link in the description or just head to KetoTrust.com. Now, let's finish up our list of 12 fast food chains, starting with Chipotle. Number 11. Chipotle is a top-tier choice for keto and carnivore. Get any bowl with no rice and no beans. Pile on steak, cheese, sour cream, guac. Carnivores get meat only. Use their online nutrition calculator to perfect it.
Chipotle offers a variety of options that can be made suitable for both keto and carnivore diets, with more flexibility compared to many other fast food chains due to their focus on fresh, customizable ingredients. When ordering at Chipotle, it's important to know what types of cooking oils and sauces are used to ensure you stay within your dietary guidelines. You can choose from any of Chipotle's meats, including chicken, steak, barbacoa, carnitas, and sofritas. Although sofritas are tofu-based and are not suitable for keto due to higher carbs. Be mindful of the marinades, as they may contain a small amount of sugar. For carnivores, opt for plain meats like steak or chicken, ideally asking for no marinade, though this might not always be possible. In regards to cooking oil, Chipotle uses rice bran oil for grilling its meats. For salads, start with a salad base, skip the dressing and beans, and add meat, cheese, and guacamole. Avoid any high-carb vegetables. Both cheese and sour cream are excellent for adding healthy fats to your meal, making them good choices for keto dieters. Guacamole is high in fat and perfect for keto, though it does contain some carbs, so portion control is important. Be cautious with salsas. While they can be low in carbs, they vary. For instance, the green chili and red chili salsas have higher carb counts compared to the fresh tomato salsa. Chipotle's assembly line format allows you to customize your meal extensively. Use this to your advantage to stick to your dietary needs. In general, Chipotle can be a viable option for those on keto or carnivore diets, especially since you can omit any unwanted ingredients right as your meal is being prepared. For keto dieters, focusing on high-fat, low-carb options like cheese, sour cream, and certain meats is key. For carnivores, sticking to plain meats and possibly dairy, if included in your diet, will help you adhere to your dietary restrictions.
To wrap up our list of 12 fast food chains, let's talk about Wingstop. And as bonus, we're going to make it a baker's dozen and also cover Buffalo Wild Wings. Remember, when it comes to wings, make sure you get the traditional kind with no breading and no sweet sauces.
Finding keto and carnivore-friendly meals at wing-centric restaurants like Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings is surprisingly manageable. However, the oils used for frying and the sauces added to wings can make or break your order. Here's a breakdown of what to watch out for at each location. Your best bet is to stick to classic bone-in wings. Boneless wings are breaded and should be avoided. Choose dry rubs like lemon pepper, garlic parmesan in moderation, Louisiana rub or salt and vinegar dry rub. Avoid teriyaki, honey BBQ, and any sweet flavors. For your dips and veggies, ranch and blue cheese dips are relatively low in carbs, but check for seed oils and hidden sugars. Celery and carrots are usually served on the side. Skip the carrots. The biggest difference between the Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings is the cooking oil they use to fry their wings. To optimize your health and minimize inflammation, the oil your food is cooked in matters. Buffalo Wild Wings is known for using beef tallow, rendered beef fat, in their deep fryers for traditional wings, making this one of the cleanest and most carnivore-friendly frying methods in the fast food space. At Wingstop, soybean oil is used for frying, which is not ideal for any diet. Here are your final ordering tips when ordering wings. Plain and dry is best. Always confirm sauce ingredients and cooking oils when ordering. Avoid boneless and sweet sauces. Buffalo Wild Wings is the clear winner for both diets due to beef tallow use. When in doubt, go with plain wings, no sauce, and bring your own seasonings or dip.
You can use everything that you learned in this episode as your fast food cheat sheet. Or you can just join KetoTrust as a member to get access to Keto Keith. He's like having a personal nutritionist in your pocket 24/7. Now, if you're ready to take your health and your finances to the next level, here's what to do. Go to KetoTrust.com and grab your membership.
Join as a premium or elite member to activate our AI-powered affiliate system. No stress, no selling, just better eating and smarter income.
That's it for today's episode. Whether you're keto, carnivore, or just curious, KetoTrust is a smarter way to wellness and wealth.
We'll see you next time. Until then, eat better, live stronger, and earn smarter.